Hello and welcome to the Daily Forex Report for July 12th. We are looking at the US-Japanese yen pair first. This pair moves strong to the downside. Already this session has moved a significant amount but has pulled back and moving a little bit higher currently. We are looking for this pair to potentially go as high as 80.75, possibly as low as 77.87. Look for some resistance around 80.00 and look for some support around 78.25. Now the Euro-USD pair, this pair closed down, did move much lower down during this last session before pulling up. It is moving lower. Look for it to potentially go as high though on a reversal up to 141.31, possibly as low as 137.57. Look for some resistance around 140.61 and look for some support around 138.33. Now the pound US dollar pair, this pair rocketed to the downside, closed higher. Believe it or not, we are looking for this pair to potentially go as high as 160.70, possibly as low as 157.07. Look for some resistance around 159.65 and look for some support around 157.75. Now the US Swiss, this pair moved to the downside. We are looking for this pair overall to be moving lower. Look for it to potentially hit some resistance to the upside around 0.8350, possibly moving down and hitting support around 0.8275. Now, as far as news analysis go, we have the pound releasing their ILO unemployment rate for May at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on that is that their unemployment rate has held at 7.7%. We also have the jobless claims change for June being released for the pound at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time as well, showing a drop from 19.6K to 15.0K. We also have the U.S. Bernanke delivering a semi-annual monetary policy report to the House at 10 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. Keep an eye on that. It could move the market depending on what he says. We also have the New Zealand dollar releasing their GDP for the first quarter and year to date at 6:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Consensus on that on the first quarter is that the GDP has moved slightly from 0.2% to 0.3%. They're also showing a year-to-date change from 0.8% to 0.5%. So a little bit of mixed data there. Okay, what am I looking for during this next session? Well, the US Swiss has been moving down for a good while. We have this point, this low, and this our past session's low, as well as today so far, went down, hit it, and has bounced. So let's take another. So we have an area there, support trend line, but we need a potential place for this to go as far as when we would potentially exit, because we are at some pretty historical lows. Let me zoom in a little bit. So basically looking to short right here around the 0.8276 mark and looking to come on down to this point and exit the trade around the 0.8232 mark. This would grab roughly a profit of right around 40 pips, 41 pips or so. So looking to take out that the low of the previous session, somewhat of a trend line that we have developed here so far, and look for it to take out that to the downside of about 40 pips. Now the nice thing about this is we're not crossing any 0-0 lines to get there. So there shouldn't be too much support come into the market once we break it, although you do have to worry a little bit about the 50, the 0.2850 mark, but overall looking for it to break to the downside. Hope that helps, and until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.